Today's video isn't actually one of my normal how-to videos that I've been posting. It's more of a hodgepodge of videos that all relate to each other, so I've kind of slammed them all together. I may put down in the details bar the minute and second at which each topic happens so that you can fast forward to what you want to see, because it may end up being a semi-long video. So in the video, I'm going to briefly talk about my IMATS experience, which was a blast, and then go over a quick haul, my first haul video of the stuff that I got at IMATS, and then sort of like a call for inspiration for my vanity that is upstairs. It's where I keep all of my perfume and cosmetics and all that good stuff, and I'm looking to redo the vanity because I love it. It was a gift, but it's not very functional and it's not very attractive. So those are the topics that I'm going to be talking about in the video. Before I go to the haul part of the video, I wanted to show you some brushes that I forgot to show in the actual video. They are bamboo handled and they're synthetic. I got a crease brush, a tapered blending brush, which is large, a smaller tapered blending brush, a concealer brush, and I actually got another brush like this with a smaller concealer top to it for precision, a flat top brush here, which is like for your tight lining, and then a detailed kabuki brush. And the brushes ranged from either 2 or 4 starting all the way up to $10, which was so super cheap considering how soft the synthetic hair is. So I was super impressed. I've used and cleaned them once, and so far very happy, but of course I've only used and cleaned them once, so we'll see how I feel after a little bit more use. And then the last brush I got was just, you know, what they call the lash brush, but I use it for my eyebrows. My experience at IMATS was a blast. My husband actually bought me the ticket to IMATS, which I was so excited about. It's my first year going. I went yesterday, which was Sunday, and I went alone, which I thought was going to be a big bummer, having to go there by myself and drive to Pasadena by myself. And driving to Pasadena by myself was kind of a bummer, but once I got there, it was really neat being around everybody else who was just as into makeup, and then of course being able to play with all the products, especially the ones that I don't usually get to play with because, you know, they're usually only sold online. And then a lot of makeup I wouldn't usually pay attention to, like the prosthetics and things like that. And then of course seeing all of the makeup artistry that was going on there was really nice. So I got to see two of my favorite makeup gurus there. I saw the presentation that Kandee Johnson did, and she ended up being just like as mind-numbingly sweet as I thought she was going to be. It was really endearing to see like all of the young girls and all of the women period get up and kind of tell Kandee how inspired they were by her. I thought it was really sweet. She seemed to be very kind to them as well. So kudos to Kandee for spreading the love and the inspiration. I dig it. The other person I saw was Corinne, which I hope I pronounced his name right. Corin, I think is actually how you pronounce it. It's so funny because I watch his videos, but I never pay attention to how he pronounces his name. But anyway, I met him and we didn't talk long, but he also seemed super sweet. Just for like the few minutes that I was around him, I dug his vibe. So kudos to you too. I'm actually going to link to both of their YouTube channels below because I like their videos and you might like them too. So I'm just going to spread their channels around because I like both of them. So the next part of the video is just going to be my haul. So let's get that started. My first stop was at Obsessive Compulsive Cosmetics, which is where I spent the majority of my $100 and so, because these bad boys here are $10 a piece. I think they're retail $13 a piece, but at the show they were $10. And I got 5 of them, so that's $50. So that was half of my budget. And while you were at the counter, you were supposed to fill this out, which is where you just put down what colors you want. And I wrote down Vapid. Where is it? You see it? I even drew a line. And they gave me the wrong color. They gave me Vintage. And that's okay because Vintage is really pretty. It's actually this blood wine red right here. But I was still really upset because Vapid is really pretty. It's like a lavender, and I wanted to rock some lavender lips, but it didn't work out. So I'm going to show you what these colors look like. I'm going to swatch them. Right here we have, let's see, starting from the right, there's Grandma, then Lo-Fi, and then Hoochie, which I am loving. And then there's that Vintage, which was supposed to be Vapid, but that's okay. And then Beta is that really bright orange color. So before I spent 50 bucks on some lip glosses, I thought about two things, and that was the pigment of them and the color choices. A lot of their colors aren't colors that you would see in other makeup lines. And that was something that I considered when deciding to spend the $10 at the show a piece for something so small. And then, of course, like I said, I think they retail for like $13. So although they're small, the pigments are great, and the color choices are so neat, whether you use them for Halloween or you're bold enough to rock some lo-fi on your lips. They're really pretty. I purchased this NYX palette full of all of these cream glitters. I believe it was only like $12, maybe some change. And I plan on using them as bases. And that is the blue, which I'll show you again in a minute. And then a blue eyeshadow from MAC on top of it. I used that blue there. And then this blue eyeshadow from MAC, which is called Clarity. Like a hot blue with that as the base. Turned out to be that. While at the NYX counter, I got a NYX Candy Glitter Liner. This is in Mocha Latte, and it's right here on my hand. It's sort of a coral copper. While visiting the Napoleon counter, if you gave them your information, your email address, and all that good stuff, you got a free lip gloss. And I don't mind giving my email address out because I use Gmail, and I could always reroute them to a folder and ignore them forever, or you could of course always opt out if you don't want to receive information from them again. So I got my free lip gloss. It's a really pretty coral color, cute leopard packaging, but I don't know the name of the color, and I'm not sure if that's just because it was a free giveaway or if they sell it or not. Maybe I'll try to find out. But it's a really pretty color. It's right there next to the blue. Also at the NYX counter, I got a Twin Cake powder. And this color is Natural Tan. And I got it for contouring just to warm my face up a little bit. That's the color. And then at the Ben Nye counter, well, I'm sorry, it wasn't a Ben Nye counter. It was another brand carrying Ben Nye. Ben Nye wasn't there itself, and of course there's no Ben Nye store that you can purchase from. You always have to go through another vendor to get their products. I'm not quite sure what vendor was carrying this, but nevertheless, two Ben Nye blushes, and they're both matte. This one here is called Pink Blush. And that's the color. And then this one is called Nectarine. And that's the color there. And then, oh, just a lip liner. Nothing special. It was $2 at NYX. This is my beloved Vanity. It was actually given to me from my mom. I'm not sure what antique shop she purchased it from. I think it's an antique shop out of Riverside, California that no longer exists anymore. But it's not very functional. It never has been. I've had it for years. And I don't like the stain of the wood, and I can't stand the knobs on it. But I love it because my mother gave it to me. So I want to revamp it, and I'm not quite sure what to do. So if anyone has any really cool shabby chic ideas. I'd be willing to paint it. I'm thinking about going to Anthropologie or going on a hunt for some really cool knobs, because I know they usually have some really great choices. At Vanity, I have brushes, and I like to decorate every container I have, so there's some butterflies in there, and then some of my fancier hair clips. And then, as you can see, the glass isn't dirty. It's actually damaged. Somehow, apparently moisture got in between the pane of glass and whatever else. I have no idea, but it's damaged. So one of the things I'm going to have to do when I remake the Vanity is replace out the glass. So, and the mirror actually sits higher. It gets bolted into the side there, but I just haven't done that. So I've got brushes that I need to organize. I've got some perfume over there and some makeup. There's more makeup in the drawers as well as some other stuff. Sorry if you hear the gardener in the back. There's some insane gardeners here. And then this box here was actually a box that had drawer lining in it that happened to be scented. And I love the box so much, and I'm always looking for ways to not have to purchase something. It's my way of being cheap and resourceful and green. So I took this box and actually nailed it to my wall and then put some of my toiletries up there. So I need a way to maybe make a flat surface across here so that I would have more surface area to work on. Because right now I'm using this little stand here to give myself even more area. So I have some lipsticks down there and some palettes. I always keep a bag from a retail shop. I just use as a trash bag. I have paper towels for cleaning my brushes. Another box with some nail polish stuff. So I would like to get all this stuff off the floor, and I am determined to fit all of this stuff, including my IMATS haul, in and on and above this Vanity. It is my goal. So over here I keep my curling iron, flat iron, and blow dryer. I also need to come up with a better way to put that up. I'm thinking of putting that up on the wall. I'm not sure yet. And then, of course, I just have some fun stuff, like my little bunny there from North Carolina. A rosary my mother gave me next to Buddha. And then this is a lamp I got at IKEA. Again, got a little resourceful. It's actually like a lamp that's supposed to be like clipped on, if you can see that. But I just stuck it behind the mirror and it swivels. And it works out well. So that is my extremely messy Vanity that I am determined to make beautiful. Oh my gosh, just looking at it through the camera is overwhelming. But I'm determined to make it beautiful, and I'm determined to make it so that it fits everything that I have. Not quite sure how to do that yet, but I'm going to check out some crafting blogs and get some inspiration from some other really creative people out there so that I can get started on my project. So if you have any ideas, let me know. Thanks.